There are times in life when, for some reason or another, we feel totally alone and isolated. It may be due to circumstances or events, such as the impact of the isolation we currently experience due to the COVID-19 virus. Or it may simply be an emotion that just falls on us out of the blue. We may have a sense that somehow God has distanced himself from us for some reason. Whatever the circumstances, the feelings can be very real and potent. It is not an uncommon experience, and in this post-Easter meditation, it may help us to journey with the two disciples along the road to Emmaus. Here is a classic scenario of gloom and depression, and as we journey with them, we may well find an answer to one of life's most common experiences.
Now that same day 2 of them were going to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem. They were talking with each other about everything that had happened. As they talked and discussed these things with each other, Jesus himself came up and walked along with them. But they were kept from recognizing him. He asked them, "What are you discussing together as you walk along?" They stood still, their faces downcast. One of them, named Cleopas, asked him, "Are you the only one visiting Jerusalem who does not know the things that have happened there in these days?" "What things?" he asked. "About Jesus of Nazareth," they replied. "He was a prophet, powerful in word and deed before God and all the people. The chief priests and our rulers handed him over to be sentenced to death, and they crucified him. But we had hoped that he was the one who was going to redeem Israel. And what is more, It is the third day since all this took place. In addition, some of our women amazed us. They went to the tomb early this morning, but didn't find his body. They came and told us that they had seen a vision of angels who said he was alive. Then some of our companions went to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but they did not see Jesus." He said to them, "How foolish you are, and how slow to believe all that the prophets have spoken. Did not the Messiah have to suffer these things and then enter his glory?" And beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he explained to them what was said in all the scriptures concerning himself. As they approached the village to which they were going, Jesus continued on as if he were going farther. But they urged him strongly, "Stay with us, for it is nearly evening, the day is almost over." So he went in to stay with them. When he was at the table with them, he took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and began to give it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he disappeared from their sight. They asked each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he talked with us on the road and opened the scriptures to us?"
These two disciples, trudging despondently along the road to the town of Emmaus, Life with Jesus had been a roller coaster ride. It is here at their lowest point that the resurrected Jesus joins them and shares their journey and their despondency. Though they are unaware of whom he really is, they invite him into their home, and as he breaks bread over a meal, they realise who he is. And although he disappears from their presence physically, they seem to be changed men, infused with the inner presence of Jesus. In his inspirational band selection, The Road to Emmaus, the late Dean Goffin captures the essence of what is one of the Bible's great narratives. He realised that as emotive as this story is, it is the outcome that is crucial, and consequently concludes the selection with a prayer that every seeker after God must utter. Into my heart, into my heart. Come into my heart, Lord Jesus. Come in today, come in to stay. Come into my heart, Lord Jesus.